Hello and welcome back. Tuesday morning, 8:45. A little earlier, 50 minutes earlier than I usually start. Got quite a few things to go over here as for what sold over the 4 days. Well, almost 4 days. The 4 days at about noon. So it did not ship Saturday, obviously not Sunday, obviously not yesterday. So today I have 31 orders going out. So it's a sales video. First off, for anyone who saw the my video about my mountain bike there, yeah, I paid $40 for it last October. Took it down to Medina. John had it for a little while. For what I said in there, there are a couple parts that I said that were difficult to hear, so he replaced the bar ends, the grips. I brought grips down. He put those. Well, I traded him for a different pair that were closer to the color. He put on a brand new chain. I bought the saddle, bought the tires. He put in new tubes, water bottle bracket, cables, hoses, and a handful of other little things. And I already rode it around the parking lot quite a few times, and it rides, for what I remember from last year, a lot better. And you just pedal like 3 or 4 times, and it just coasts. It just coasts. That's the difference between the different grades of components, especially in the hub. Those bearings and everything that's in there, that's very, very high-end bearings. And then the tires are a combination terrain. They're primarily for asphalt and very, very light yet compact dirt trails. And then they have knobbies on the edges for, when you're going faster and you're taking a turn, you have those knobbies to grab. So I got to get a helmet, gloves, shorts, and preferably some better flat shoes that are intended to grip those pedals, because those are like old 1980s BMX. They're brand new pedals, but they're the ER pedals, the emergency room pedals. Back when the BMX back in the 80s, and your foot slips off and the pedal goes straight up your shin, and then you're in the ER, and now you've got a whole bunch of marks up and down your shin from those types of pedals. Yeah. So, but those pedals on there are like this big, as opposed to the pedals that were on them before were like this, because they were clipless. Which, why they call them clipless, I don't know, because they have a clip. Either way. So I got 77 listings done. So that was all of the new disc media, all of everything that was in a DVD size case. That was all listed, because I have plenty of room in the DVD case boxes over here to put those in. All the new CDs got listed. I got all this stuff here, and I still have like 45 other CDs that need listed. And then I got all of the resurfacing done, which was about 40 something individual discs. It's like 30 different listings. So that box is what I'll get done today. All right. Since there's 31 in this video, I'm kind of rattle them through and see if I can get this done within 34 minutes. See if I can keep this at 20 minutes. I doubt it. Let's find out what's sold. And if you hear some clanking, which I can, got new neighbors moved in over there and new neighbors that moved in right here. So there's the internet guy is back here looming cables. All right, Barbie, Secret Agent. Just got this one. I do believe that this is one I did have to resurface. It looks like it. Looks like it has some swirly marks on it. So the condition it was not the best. Resurfaced it. Got better. 32. It in Shutter Room DVD. 17. $18. This U.S. Army Airborne. It's kind of a conundrum, because there weren't any of this exact. I don't think that there are any of this exact one listed. There were like Rangers and things. So I just kind of found the average price of what these types of titles and things sell for, and I settled on just shy of $30, 29.81, and that's what this one sold for. So $30. 29.81 is not 30, but I round up or round down at the halfway point. So 29.81 is close enough to 30, and I do free shipping on everything except auctions, and I only do a couple auctions a year. Goodbye, my lady. 13. You're my baby. Volo's Guide to Monsters, $50. So I picked up 4 or 5 of these D&D books from Savers a couple months ago. One already sold. I think it sold pretty quick for like $60. And this one, I think I paid either $3 or $4 for them. But this one, 50. The Truth is Out There with Dean Haglund, who was one of the lone gunmen from the X-Files. So this is kind of this is a conundrum one because there were absolutely none listed. I couldn't find, I don't think I was able to find anything on Google about it. So it was just one of those, actually, you have the lone gunman here. Billingsley, I forget his name. I don't know who that is, but I looked at the reverse image. So I got it just on that premise that there's going to be an X-Files fan out there. And we'll just do kind of some digging around. We'll get curious. We're like, oh, what else does this guy make? There we go. So got $40 for it. Linda Ronstadt. Now she is one of those that still a good majority of her stuff is still pretty decent. This is Ronstadt with looks like Aaron Neville, and I don't know if there's anything spectacular about it besides it being sealed, because I see this CD frequently. But I got $33 for it. Elaine Elias CD 14. Keith Green. Keith Green always sells 19. This little Lindsey Sterling, little gatefold, 13. Shazam and Superman, looks like soundtrack. Audiobook, maybe? Showcase original shorts. But $12. Somebody came in with an offer. I've had this one for, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months. I think it was listed like 14. They came in $11.75. I'm like, take it. Yeah, so $11.75, $12. Women in Chant. This is one of the many type of chant and new age type CDs that I got at the Lee Road Goodwill. I forget exactly, but Lee Road Goodwill when they were closing. So I got 2 of these, and this one, 15. Star Trek book, Final Frontier. This I got, I think, before I started YouTube, and even a little bit after that. But no, I may have had this one since I started. But this one finally sold for 18. Boss, Born Gangstas CD, 29. Assassin's Creed 2, The Art of Assassin's Creed 2. The book, I don't know if these came in with like certain games, or if it was a different purchase, or if it came in like a big box version. Don't know. But $25 across the pond, and whatever their VATs in total is in it. Scotty's Tales from the Bunkhouse CD, 20. The Street Cops book. So surprisingly, is about $100 book. Got 90. Someone came in and sent an offer. So they do sell. They don't sell super fast. Going to Terra Peak, close to 100 is not really probably about 20% for what was listed, currently listed, in the condition of what mine is in, which still isn't really the best. And then what other people wanted for ones that are higher priced, that those aren't likely to sell for that, depending on condition. And so their condition wasn't much better. Now there is one that's in a lot better condition, but there's a couple that aren't in as good condition as this, and they want more. So when they came in to 90, I did my own kind of look at Terra Peak, look at current listed, look at sold, just to make sure, because it does get enough attention to where I could have got a little over $100 a month or two from now. I'm not worried about that $10. So I got 90. This Green Lantern. So I picked up a bunch of these different, like, thicker comic books, novel comic books, whatever they're called. Once I got them at a yard sale, maybe 20 of them for like $15. Maybe I think it was 22. I think there are a couple duplicates. And some that weren't really worth anything. I just got the whole thing. And some of the other ones, I did put two together, like two Supermans. Maybe the other one was a Silver Surfer. I don't remember. I don't pay attention to comics. But this one was enough to list individually, but I've had them for a while. 14. Sealed Annie VHS. Has some, I don't think it even has a date stamp. Yeah, no date stamp. So I've had this one probably 3 years. $10. So I'm still making something over the time I've had it. Works for me. This Titanic DVD, I think it's German. In German, it's a German version. Being German epic. 24. Ain't I a Woman book, 30. Terminator 3 HD DVD, 14. Rigoletto sealed DVD, 32. These three sacred something, what are they called? Sacred treasures. Now these look like they may have gotten some like moisture in them of some sort. So I did put that in the listing because they look like they're raised. and they have some sort of issue or not quite sure about it. Doesn't have anything else anywhere else on them. $47, and it's going across the pond. I think these are going to Australia. These eraser pencil pen pentel click. So there's 13 in here. So they come with 12, right? But I add 13 because the way on how I got the box, there was a couple missing from a box. And I'm like, well, I could just put 13 in each of these boxes. That way, the one that's missing them, those ones can get put to use. So I got $30, 30. And I probably had 10 of these boxes, sort of a couple throughout the YouTube time. But I've had these for probably a couple years. Again, I don't think that there was a date stamp. Yeah, no date stamp. So 3 years I've had these. And it's one of those things you just buy. It slowly sells. Elaine Elias, again, unless the other Elias is a different name, but I could have sworn it was Elaine. CD 19. No, same thing. Looks completely different though. This is a pie cake server. The exact information on it is Brodrin Lohne, Lohne, 830S, LONMNR 130 Closter Sterling Silver Pastry Pie Cake Server. Sounds like a Amazon ad, right? Had this again for over 3 years. It's sterling silver. More when I was selling a lot more flatware and stuff. But eventually someone came by and gave me $100 for it. And I paid $1 or something in a Goodwill. Signed Carolina chocolate. CD 48. The Roswell Incident book. Just got maybe listed a couple weeks ago. 35. Book of Indians by Hollings C. Hollings. Interesting. I remember like Halling C. Halling. The name Halling reminds me of what's his name? Christopher Hyderall. Real tall, like me, actor. I primarily know him from Stargate Atlantis, but he plays multiple roles in that. And his name in Atlantis is called Halling. I don't know if it's spelled the same way. I think it is. But $50. 50. In this anthropology little clutch purse bag thing. with the tag. Doesn't have the price on it. Was it 40? Close enough. Had this for a while. Bought it for my wife. Her name starts with an M, but she didn't like it. Didn't. Oh, she liked it, but would just never use it. I got 36. I mean, it still has like the little packing paper. So looks like I can keep this within 20 minutes, so I don't talk too much right after that. As of right now, at a refresh, it is 1,041 sales and 958 product costs received. So out of just shy of 4 days, that's staying on about the average of 250 a day. So again, today I'm going to get those discs loaded up, and then maybe just go ahead on to Savers afterward, and then all that'll be all caught up. So right now it's 10 after 9. I guess that's it. So if you like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned, consistency pays off. Keep listing. Sandpaper is a poor substitute for toilet paper. Whatever it is you learn in this one, let me know with a thumbie. Let me know more with a comment down below. Subscribe, share. Those all help. It's getting there. It's getting there. Appreciate it. Thank you.